everyone, welcome to the Supercharged Tip. And did you know if your morning routine is not very good, you're wasting energy, brain energy, right in the first hour if you're not starting your day off right. What does that mean? If you don't have a good morning routine that serves us from a brain perspective, we will be feeling more stressed. We will be overwhelmed. We're not making good decisions. We won't be as productive. We're definitely not having enough energy through the whole day. And at the end of the day, we'll be feeling all wiped out. And guess what? You're also not sleeping well. So your morning routine really has an impact on your sleep as well, because we're functioning in a circadian rhythm. It's a 24-hour cycle. And so whatever happens in the morning can absolutely impact your sleep. Sleep doesn't just happen at night. At night, though, our brain, our body recover, restore. And if you wake up in the morning and you start off with being reactive, chaotic, you're wasting energy, the energy that you just gained from overnight sleep. And we want to make sure we manage the energy, not just throughout the day, but we're going to start the day off right with not wasting energy. So a good morning routine is very important. Starting a good morning routine that actually gives us more energy. And how does that look like when we're looking from a brain perspective? Well, number one thing, you want to get sunlight. You want to get morning sunlight. Ideally from outside. You want to step outside for about 10 minutes and don't look directly into the sun, but get sunlight, because sunlight stops our melatonin production and helps us really regulate our circadian rhythm. So just about 10 minutes sunlight, great. If it's overcast, you want to stay a little longer, you still get it. But again, don't look into the sun. Do not wear sunglasses. And ideally not through the window, because that already blocks some of the wavelengths of the sun that we need. So stepping outside just for like 10 minutes, that would be a good start from a brain perspective. Then the next thing you want to do is something for yourself. So self-care. That could be, it doesn't have to be in this order, by the way, after this, because whenever you shower, whenever you eat, and whenever you brush your teeth, you're going to fit that in. Actually, the morning routine needs to serve you. So you need to figure out what fits for you. I do intermittent fasting, so my breakfast comes a little later. It depends on when you get up and how you do those things, where you fit them in. But what you want in general include, doesn't have to be in this order, some self-care. So that means something that calms you down or serves you or wakes you up, whatever it be, something that you need in the morning. So that could be starting with journaling, starting with meditation, starting with a breathing exercise, whatever it be for you, something that you enjoy. Like I like to read in my books for a while. I do journal in the morning. Whatever works for you, but something for you that you enjoy. And also you definitely want to have some kind of movement. Now, if you like to exercise, go out or go to the gym or whatever it be. It doesn't have to be a full exercise, but that's you. If that's you, that's what you enjoy, go for it. Otherwise, even just doing a few movement exercises, little dancing around, whatever you do, some kind of movement in the morning. It can be just moving every joint in some kind of form. It doesn't matter, but you want to do some kind of movement, because movement activates certain areas of the brain that help you really be more productive and focused and ready to go when you want to be productive. Now, one other thing I highly recommend, and most of my clients implement as well, is looking at the day. And hopefully you planned it already at the end of last week, but you want to look at your day. And I do what's called needle mover versus to-do list. So I look really at what are my number one thing, what's my number one thing to do? And then I have a 2 and a 3. So the 3 top things that I need to get done today, and which ones I'm going to work on first, because for me, or whenever it's for you, but for me, my most productive time is in the kind of mid-morning hours. And so I do my big needle movers right there and then. And the things that are more on the to-do list, the calls I have to do, certain other things I do in the early afternoon, responding certain emails, because that's when I have a little bit the afternoon slump. So for me, that is the most effective then to do those type of things. So you want to really identify your needle movers versus to-do list. So you can start with to figure out when you do your most productive, when your most productive time is, and then do those needle movers in that time frame. So you want to kind of look at your schedule and plan that out ahead. Now, one other big thing I would always include in a morning routine is figuring out your breaks and when you're going to take break, when you're going to eat lunch, because most high performers have tendencies to be kind of skipping lunch, late lunch, not being, they're very much into the productivity, but we forget oftentimes to take breaks or even have a real lunch break. So really scheduling breaks in between, being mindful when you're going to take breaks, because we want to take breaks about every 50 minutes from a brain perspective, being most productive. And obviously we need to eat. So please plan those in as well when you do the morning. The big no-nos are no emails, no news, and no social media in the mornings, because that wastes energy, that drains us. We're reading negative news. We, social media, if we want it or not, we compare ourselves, and the phone itself, from the scrolling, the eyes actually move a lot. So it drains us, it drains our energy, and we're ending up, if we're looking at emails in the morning, being reactive to what people want from us. And we really want to avoid that because it takes a lot of energy. So stay away from that phone, stay away from the emails, stay away from the news in the first hour in the morning, because you want to really save that energy so you can be most productive and healthy throughout the day, for being ending the day happy and healthy, and doing this for the long run, because that's what it's all about. So hopefully this supercharged tip helps you start implementing a really good morning routine that serves you, because you deserve it.